late than never. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're a day late. Why does it look like the Grinch jizzed on your face?
because I like it like that, man. I'm
I
horny.
I what's going on? You have this like fluorescent green glow.
Oh yeah, I'm
What
pregnant.
what are you doing? What's going
Oh,
on?
the Grinch shot my club up.
Oh, is this what happens?
Yeah, this is what happens. You get
You start
pregnant by the Grinch and you glow. You glow green. It's nice though.
You think his dick is furry too? I was thinking about that.
Nah, I think it's more of like a dog type situation. The
Sure. So he's
the
got like a
the
red
penis
a
was
red
spared.
rocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
The penis
It's
was
just
spared.
it's just something you couldn't bring up in grade school. But
Mm-hmm.
you can have these conversations with your friends now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's definitely a conversation when you're like 3 or 4 beers deep
Mm-hmm.
and you and your boy are just talking about nonsense and you're just like, do you ever think about the Grinch's dick? Do you ever
like
think do you think it's furry?
like is it red? Is it furry?
Is he like a dog? Is it inside and then it pops out when he gets excited?
Yeah. By the way, I'm pretty sure the Grinch is like bought whores, like buys whores.
He does give you he gives me very strong because he has the body. Like there's a certain body type that purchases whores. It's a guy with no ass and like a fucking pot belly stomach. Yeah,
And
he's got a
he purchases whores.
yeah. Oh yeah, he fits the mold for sure. People are like,
Uh-huh.
"What's wrong with him?" And it's just like his money's good here. It doesn't matter.
Hey,
And then he'll
Grinchy
make
baby.
and then he'll make comments about like I'm green like money, baby, and shit like that. Be really weird.
I just picture the Grinch as like a dirty old man that owns like this just old dusty shop, but
Yeah,
he runs like poker games out of his shop. And then he'll like, he might have like a little whore like in the back room. His buddies
nice.
come over and he'll just be like, hey Junior, I got a surprise in the bathroom for you.
Why is he a like 50-year-old black guy?
This is what I think of when I think of the Grinch.
Okay,
Like if the Grinch were a
okay.
real person. Hey Junior, I got a surprise in the back for you. And then like, this is
Come
your
on.
uncle. And then you go in the back room, and then there's just a random whore there. And then she's like, it's already paid for, daddy. And then you're like, okay. So this
Shit.
is what I think of when
Why
I
don't
think
you
of the Grinch.
thank your Uncle Grinch for this?
Yeah. Thank Uncle Grinchy for this. Uncle G. And I'm like,
Uncle
oh,
G.
okay.
Okay,
Thank
shit.
you, Uncle G. And I'm like,
This is
okay. And
this
like,
is dumb. This whole scenario is very stupid.
it's very dumb, but I'm enjoying it.
I
And
am
I
too.
imagine the Grinch is in his shop and he's got like the game on a TV. And, everybody's like smoking cigars and playing poker and shit,
Yeah,
watching the game
he's
on this TV. And
he's
then this
yelling at the
couple
dog.
walks in.
He's yelling at the dog when like an over doesn't hit.
Uh huh. And then this couple walks in and they're like, hey, we're here to pick up our TV. And then he's like, we still fixing it. Y'all gonna have to come back in about tomorrow to come pick up the TV. Lo and behold, like you're watching the game on his TV. Like,
I love that. I love that
yeah,
for him. Honestly,
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
fan. I'm a
That's
fan of this. I'm a fan of this journey we've brought the Grinch on.
yeah. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. That's
We're
what I
talking.
imagine.
Yeah, I love how this is coming up in April. That's
Yeah,
good. Like
yeah. It's Christmas, man. Green
it's
lights, they
good.
bring it out of you.
They bring it out of you.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, it's the Wine Boys podcast. Welcome in. We are on social media at Wine Boys Pod. We are on electronic mail. It's wineboyspod@gmail.com. Please
Mm-hmm.
visit our store at teespring.com/stores/the Wine Boys. The rents always do.
Mm.
And let's see what else. I'm at Zach Cossack on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me at Zach Cossack Comedy on all other platforms. Um, that is what I got for you this evening.
Okay. Boys, you can find me at Lord Gerald on the Instagrams and the Twitter. Um, Otherwise, you can just find me doing general recreational things. That's about it.
Just
Um,
recreational drug use in on the mattress behind me. Is that what that is?
I mean, not not dirty mattress recreational
I was
drugs.
gonna
That's not
say
my lifestyle.
your whole setup right now is giving me fucking very heroin in a basement vibes.
Yeah, like that's what I want to give off. Like this is
It,
like
yeah, like I
like
feel
there
like
are
you're shooting.
fluids.
I feel like you're shooting up on that mattress, and then there's some sort of like fluorescent light setting that you put on as you go into Nirvana. Like you're just like, yeah, like you start falling backwards, and thank God that
Yeah.
mattress is there, or you would split your head wide open.
Here we are now. Entertain us.
Can you? Okay, so the resurrection of that Nirvana song, that like something's in the way, is it? It's because of the whole like Batman situation.
Probably. I
Like
don't know. I
it
didn't see
is.
the
It
Batman.
is.
I don't know.
Oh
Okay.
well, it was like the main song and like the feature length trailer and everything else of it.
Hmm.
But it's like made this resurrection, so now I hear it all the time. Like I heard it at a bar the other night. I was like, why are we like this is a deeply depressed man singing about
Yeah.
very sad things, and I'm trying to turn up, and you're making me get very very upset. Like
Yeah. Like
I don't.
this is not the time nor the
Yeah,
place.
it was the kind of music that my parents conceived me to, and I don't want to listen to it again. I don't want to listen to
I mean, listen.
every time I hear that first guitar riff of "Smells Like Teen Spirit," I was just like, I was just fishing around in Daddy's balls just then.
Oh, I mean,
you're just, and you're
I
bang and you're like, oh no, I
yeah.
gotta start swimming, boys.
Like I know that's what was popular back then, but like, dog. Like, listen, no judgments here, but people fuck to that.
I don't know, maybe I
Okay.
can't. I mean, I hope not,
Okay.
but
But to get to the wine tonight, you're not drinking.
I'm not drinking because I've been having some tummy trouble, and don't worry, I will be back to being my normal jolly self. I've just
Okay.
been taking a couple of weeks off because I need. I'm actually going. I'll tell you what I'm doing this weekend. I'm kind of like in preparation for it.
Hmm.
So I'm intermittent fasting, unintentionally right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
So yeah, nothing's there's. The best thing I've noticed about the way my health has been recently is that I've been unintentionally intermittent fasting.
Hmm. So
I'm just
just
like, well, I
skipping
haven't.
breakfast.
I was just like, oh, it's noon, and I haven't eaten since like 7 p.m. the day before. So
Yeah.
that's a
That
problem.
is definitely an intermittent fasting window.
Yeah. No wonder I feel so tight right now.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I like about intermittent fasting is me personally, I feel hungry, angry, and like I could, like fight. Like
I think that's what it's meant to do. Like it's
yeah,
supposed to keep the inner balance of your body on point. But what I think it actually is making you do is it's giving you this primal instinct because it wants you to kill something, but it also wants you to eat. So it's
hmm,
like choose the path you would like to walk through or walk down.
right, right,
Like, do you want to kill your food, or do you want to eat something right now?
right. Because 8 to 12, what is that? 16
Like,
hour fast?
yeah.
Okay. Once I get to about hour 15 of a 16-hour fast, I'm ready to like kill things. Um, I can sprint full clip, don't really need to warm up. All right. I can fuck
Yeah.
real good. All right. Just like it's just
I
primal
think you're
human
really,
over here.
I think you're really selling everybody on this right now.
Yeah, hey man, I'm just saying. Once you get to like
Like,
the end of that, like you're like, yeah, I'm hungry, but like I could do shit real efficiently right now, bro.
yeah, for real. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The hunger's not that bad. I could keep going.
Yeah, it's
But
Happy
then you
Hunger
eat and
Games.
you're like, oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, get a real Hunger Games situation on your
Yeah.
hands.
You feel like
So,
Liam Neeson when he fought that wolf at the end of Gray. Just,
spoiler alert.
I mean, the movie came out in like
Like 28 years
93.
ago.
Just,
when did it come out? Like 06? I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
something like that. Yeah, the movie. I think the movie came out in like 2009 or something. But
yeah. Okay.
in our time, that movie might as well come out in like 88. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Oh
The
yeah.
movie's
It came
old as
out.
shit.
Yeah. It came out when Boys in the Hood came out.
Yeah, it's just he ruined Casablanca for me. Like you've had the
Yeah.
time to see it, bro.
I did that. We were talking about a movie the other day. I forgot what movie it was, but it came out in like 03. And someone's like, I still haven't seen it yet. And I'm just like, well, fuck, dude. Like, what are you gonna do?
Like, bro, it's been 20 years, bro.
Yeah, the
Like,
movie came out almost 20 years ago. It's time. It
yeah,
is
like
time.
what, you haven't been able to squeeze it into your busy schedule yet? It's been 20 years, my guy.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Just like listen, just stop jerking off once a day and you'll be able to get through a movie.
Yeah. Just replace your PM jerk off sesh with a film.
Yeah, for real. Instead of watching an erotic film, watch a film that will change your life
Yeah.
for the better.
You'll burn through the A24 catalog in a month. So anyway, speaking of cool things, I got wine.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Tonight
Cool.
I'm drinking
That's
this
pretty cool.
wine.
Yeah.
It's an Austrian Zweigelt. It's called The Butcher. I think it's a cool looking label.
Yeah, it's perfect for the way your mattress situation is going on right now.
Something's in the way.
I feel like there's gonna be a situation where there's gonna be a double-sided dildo that comes out at some point.
There might be.
Yeah.
Full of surprise. Well, I didn't put on the bisexual lighting, so but there could be one in the future.
You need to explain that still because I'm
Okay,
still not wrapping my head
I'll
around.
explain it after we drink the wine. All right. So anyway, this is called The Butcher. It's a 2020 Zweigelt. There's a product of Austria, comes from Burgenland. So Zweigelt. Yeah. So Zweigelt is actually an Austrian grape. It's the most popular varietal of grape in Austria. I don't believe we've actually had one of these on the podcast before.
No, I don't think we have either. Because I mean, there's so little Austrian wine that's available.
Yeah.
So you have to go to like a very specific store. Usually a store that specializes in just wine.
Yes. So this one is basically, they say it's light. It's kind of halfway between smooth and tannic. It's dry, very acidic. And it has notes of cherry, raspberry, strawberry. It's earthy, leathery, mushroom, blackberry, dark fruits, plum. And it's in the top 19% of wines in the world. So it says fruit forward and spicy Zweigelt with flavors of sour, cherry, raspberry, cinnamon, violets, and pepper. It has soft tannins, as the most widely planted red grape in Austria, as I said. It can taste similar to spicy Bujolas, a racy Pinot Noir, or an inky California Zinfandel.
I'm sorry. Did they describe it as racy?
A racy
like
Pinot Noir.
Like RACY racy.
Yeah, not racy. Like it's it's a sassy woman that watches Sex in the City.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Racy.
How would you describe this wine? I don't know. Let me have 3 glasses of it and I'll let you know.
Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun,
I hear that I've walked through hallways in like apartments in New York and I hear like the piano of that playing and I'm just like,
well,
that's a sick
City intro.
Yo, crazy Friday night you gals got going on.
Okay. Now here's something interesting, right? The tip of this cork is black.
I mean, it's got a very dark fruit color.
Yes. Yeah. So we're going to pour a little bit first. That is in very interesting color. Very, very interesting color.
Let's see.
So it's
show it to me. Oh, that's dark.
Yeah, very dark, inky, but still a little, almost like Concord grape juice in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very bright, I would assume.
Bright yet earthy.
So it's got a nice bouquet.
Yeah, like it smells like dirt, but in a really good way.
Yes. As we lay the first mulch of the season. Mm. Oh, that's good.
It's pretty.
That's a good sign.
It's pretty good. Okay, it's pretty acidic. It's not super tannic. It's very, very smooth, but it's pretty acidic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also fruity. And there's a little bit of a pepperiness in there too, like it said. So
what is, like, if you were talking like a very wide varietal, like what would you describe it as?
It's a little spicy almost.
Mm.
It's definitely worth a try. I would compare this to, like they said, like like a Pinot Noir or a Zinfandel. I like this a lot though. And I'm gonna aerate that motherfucker. Woo! I like this a lot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The butcher coming. I like this.
I tried to find it around and I couldn't find it anywhere. But that's okay, just not drinking this evening is good for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to a wine festival on Saturday.
Okay.
It's kind of like a tour of wines throughout New York. It's not like a tour. We're staying in like one confined area, but it's like okay. You know how they get you, they're just like, we'll give you a free sample of like 50 wines and don't feed you and we'll see if you make it.
Yeah.
I love those. I love all of those festivals that are just basically like, what we're going to do is we're going to feed you wine and chocolate, but there's not going to be real food. And we're going to see if you can get grandma home.
Yeah. There's no real food here, but we got wine, we got cheese, we got chocolate.
Yeah, but you'll have to go around the corner and get a cheeseburger. Yeah, it's just one of those. But
that opens up really nice.
So it seems like I'm a little jealous. I mean, I'm kind of okay with taking a break because Lord knows I need it. This alcoholism is poking me in the chest, being like,
Yeah.
You wanna? And I'm like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah. But so I will tell you this. I will see why they call this wine the Butcher. Because this would go very, very well with just meat in general.
Just any types?
Any type of meat. If you had
with a big old bone in it?
Like a really just smoky, peppery, just steak, pork tenderloin, just something just smoky, salty, peppery, just a nice briny hunk of just beef. Like I could see why they call this the Butcher.
Okay. It's good to know. I haven't had a good just like steak dinner. I also, I have to be very conscious of myself, but also like I just haven't. I'm going to at some point. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna, prepare myself for the evening and kind of go from there. But
how would you feel though if you just ate like a giant juicy medium rare steak and that was it?
By itself?
By itself, nothing else. No mashed potatoes, no.
Are you just talking about like how would I feel like satisfaction wise?
No. I'm saying like how would you feel like stomach wise?
I've never done that before, so I wouldn't know. You talking about some type of like carnivore based diet where it's just like
like what if you did that? I've heard things.
I've heard many different things. I think it's all about the way things are processed. So like, I mean, I'm always advised to eat like lean red meats if I'm going to eat anything, just to help with like, iron buildup and things like that. Helps with energy levels. But I haven't done that before, so I wouldn't know.
Okay. Yeah. Like if you just ate like, I don't know, or even if you had some vegetables with it, but just a big ass hunk of just red meat.
just like like a 40-ounce tomahawk steak.
Yeah, you just picked it up like a fucking caveman.
They just ate it,
went
and
at
you
it.
ate it to the bone, dropped it, and left. And
Yeah.
they're just like, well,
Well, you use the bone to club a woman over the head, and then you drag her
course.
back to your, your living quarters.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're not, we're not strange to that situation.
Yeah,
You
this
know?
is.
I mean,
I want
yeah.
you to fully optimize yourself as a human.
I think the vibe that I'm getting from your current situation seems like that's exactly what you want to do, and you want to tie her up.
Hmm?
Nothing. Nothing. It's the mattresses and the green light that are really doing it.
No, but that's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking I
You
want
do
you
look.
to fully optimize yourself. Intermittent fasting. Want you to get on a regimen of like TRT.
Of
Like
course.
really get on like your Jeff Bezos shit. Just like
Okay,
I only eat meat. That's it. That's it.
I mean,
Steak
I'll see
and
what
eggs.
I can do.
At night, if I want dessert, I eat a big bowl of fruit. That's it.
And that's clean living right there.
Yeah, just like for the most part, I break my fast around noon. After not eating after a 16-hour fast, I break at noon. I eat steak, a New York strip, and 4 eggs.
I mean, that doesn't sound like survival to me. It sounds like imminent death.
Yeah, just a New York strip and 4 eggs. That's my big meal. That's my refeed.
That's my refeed.
That's my refeed.
Yeah. Were you the guy that showed me the Liver King? Was that you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That dude is just a miraculous piece of human.
He is something. Okay.
I don't get it. I mean, obviously there's something not fully correct with his brain, but also like, I mean, obviously he has a brand and he's associated himself to it, and he also is a very well educated man. I mean, if he, but
I don't know. I know this. His brand is he sells supplements.
Of course.
He actually sells like powdered like animal organs in like capsules. He sells those. But yeah, he's the Liver King, and he'll fun fact, he doesn't keep any sort of electronic devices like in his house. Like his cell phone, he has a case, like a thing that's supposed to block all like the electronic signals from his cell phone. He keeps his phone in there at all times, like when he's in the house. Doesn't sleep on a mattress like these luxurious ones behind me. But he has like a platform in his bedroom with just like a few like cloths, and he sleeps on top of that with his wife.
That's a fucking fallacy. Like
this man has shown this, and I like to believe it.
Yeah, there's such things as showing things to the camera, and as soon as the camera's off, and he's just like, all right, let's get the cert out, baby. Like,
yeah,
let's sleep like the king and queen that we are, the Liver King and Queen.
Yeah, I just wonder, like, you're a grown man with a wife, like, what woman is going for that?
A liar. I don't know. Like, it doesn't work.
No.
All the things that are online that seem untrue are. Let's just be honest. They're not true.
Of course they are.
You know, we're playing a highlight reel. That's all it is. Yeah. Like, it's just a matter of like, do you want that highlight reel to dominate your day? And my answer is a resounding yes. I absolutely love.
Absolutely.
I love Instagram and Twitter. It's my two favorite things in the world.
My God.
I like to balance them perfectly. Instagram is where I get my escape from reality. Twitter is where I go and see people fight. I love I love watching people get angry for no reason about does not matter. And then
TikTok is where I fall into a hole.
I have honestly, I don't go on TikTok like at all. I will occasionally do a couple flips up through if I see a funny bit that I haven't seen. I go, oh, that's pretty funny. I wish, you know. But like that's it. I mean, I don't get too enthralled with social media too much, but it's just like, you know, Instagram and Twitter, you know, at Zach Hoff. You know? But all right, we got to talk about something because we've been, you know, speaking of feats of human strength.
Okay.
Tiger Woods is playing in the Masters.
Yes.
As of today, he shot a 1 under round this afternoon. And it's, I mean, to say it's improbable is using the wrong word. I would even say if it were anybody else, it would be impossible.
Hmm.
And was in a devastating car accident like a year and a half ago. Almost
Yeah.
had his leg amputated, and then gets himself ready to the point where he can be competitive in a professional golf tournament and still play at a level that sees him near the top of the leaderboard
Right.
already. Like the story going in was just like I hope Tiger just goes out there and like can put a halfway decent round together and be in contention on the weekend. But
That's what I was thinking. But right now
yeah,
he's tied for 10th,
he's one
which
of eight.
is
Yeah, he's one of 18 people that were under par in the first round. Like
yeah, yeah.
that's a
So
that's a it's a feat of human strength. I mean, that's
incredible.
it's not only physical, it's the mental aspect of that you have to face, knowing I used to be the greatest, I wouldn't even say greatest golfer, but like I used to be one of the greatest athletes
Hmm.
of my generation. And I still have that chip on my shoulder because of who I am. And he
Right.
still goes out there and he like is cordial and he plays a great round of golf,
Yep.
and he wasn't even hitting the ball as well as he's accustomed to. Like his drive, years vintage Tiger is, on the fly hitting a ball 280, 280, 290, with a roll, it's going 300. His average drive today was like 287, which I mean for a normal human, a normal person,
For a
uh
normie like us,
an
yeah.
yeah, an amateur golfer like myself, I would say if I hit the ball 287, I'm just never playing again. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, that'll no, that'll never happen again. I'm a dump and chump kind of guy when it comes to
Hmm.
golf. I'm just like, yo, dump it in the fairway, chump me up to the green, two putt, get out.
Yep. Yep.
That's
But
I am
also
a
just the amount of rotation that Tiger's getting
mhm.
is incredible for someone that's had as many injuries as he's had,
Yeah,
and even
the
him
torque on
coming
his
back from
yeah,
this car accident.
the torque on your body as far as a golf swing is concerned, like the core strength and the hips you need to actually get through on something.
Hmm.
I mean, the dude almost lost his fucking leg.
Yeah.
And he's still piping a ball almost 3 bills. I mean, that's
Hmm.
lunacy.
Oh yeah.
It's bionic. It's not real. This is all illusion. This is an illusion.
All an illusion.
Yes. Look at the green light. Look into the green light. I feel like we got a dude. As soon as you turn into it, we got a real Matrix situation on our hands. Like I'm just
Something's
waiting.
in the way.
I'm just waiting to see the numbers flutter across your face,
Yeah.
and then it's just like Morpheus. Hello,
So
Neo. I
but yeah,
noticed.
no,
I noticed you were standing behind those two double wide twin mattresses,
that's right.
and
You're
I couldn't help myself. I had to come and say hello.
listen,
Honestly, the green light is what gave you away.
we got to get you a bisexual lighting setup.
Can you do me a favor? Can you put it on that setting?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on bisexual. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, all right. Just for yeah.
Give me like one.
I
Oh,
love it.
all right.
You were talking about this earlier, and I had no idea what you meant.
Look
But
it up real quick.
I'm going. I think I understand. It's obviously a thing, but
Yeah, look it up real quick. Here we go. Bisexual. Well, it's almost like
yeah, yeah. It's the first thing that pops up in Google. Bisexual lighting is the simultaneous use of pink, purple, and blue lighting to represent a bisexual character.
yeah.
It has been used in nightclubs as well as studio lighting for films and television. It has been observed in cinematography for various films.
Yep.
Okay, so it is a real thing.
Yes, bisexual light. I kind of like this setting.
I kind of like it too, honestly. I mean,
Yeah, I kind of like this.
maybe it's a sign. Maybe you've been a bee this entire time. I
Maybe
mean,
I have been.
the way that you speak about men sometimes, I'm just like, I mean, this guy might be a G, but he also could be a B. I haven't decided
Yeah,
yet.
man.
But
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure out if it is the right setting. The thing is that it's like kind of flickering in the background, so it kind of looks like you're, you
Yeah,
know,
it's the camera's trying to adjust. Like it's trying to.
yeah, okay, I see
Yeah,
it.
the
But I'm like,
camera's auto focusing, so
it's
that's
kind
why.
of a cool look. Now you're starting
Yeah.
to look like an indie flick.
Yeah, I like this though.
Yeah. Now you're starting to look like NYU Film School. This is
Yeah,
what I'm
this is
talking
what it
about.
should be. This is
You
the
know,
kind of quality that the Wine Boys podcast needs. You know.
I had a show the other night. There's a kid sitting in the front row, and he was a child. And he got up and after the show, he was like, "Hey, you were really great." He goes, "I think you have great texture." That's how he described me. I
Texture.
go, yeah. He goes, "You have a great texture." I go, "What the fuck did you just say?" He goes, "You have great texture. Your skin tone, it's very nice." He goes, "You look great on film." I go, "Thank you." I said, "Do you shoot
Mm.
pornography?" I guess I'm confused by why you just use the word texture.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like, "Oh, I'm a film student." And I was like, "Oh, the way you speak hurts my
Okay.
feelings."
Well, did he
And
tell
I
you
go,
that he was filming anything soon or anytime soon?
"No, he just was what he was is a 21-year-old, Tisch school, soon to be graduate who was just like, well, my dad is facilitating this little shindig we call undergraduate degree, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mm, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's
he was fine. I didn't care.
okay.
It was a nice breakdown. There was like one side was NYU students, and then the other side was Fashion Institute students,
Mm-hmm.
and in the middle were my people.
Okay.
I was like, comedy fans,
The real
you guys,
ones.
you guys seem nice. Like
Yeah.
I had to, yeah. It just happens. What are you gonna do? It's New York.
Yeah. Anybody try to run
Like,
up on you on stage?
not yet, not in a while.
Okay.
I think I shared the story. The last like run-in I had with somebody was like a year ago, and it was a veteran.
Yeah, yeah. You shared that
Yeah,
last episode. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's it. But I mean, let's be honest. I was making some very good points. Like
Yeah.
I felt justified in everything that I said. So,
Mm-hmm.
but anywho, so Tiger Woods is a robot, I believe. He's some sort of
Mm-hmm.
bionic human. Um, I mean, if it were iRobot, I think Will Smith would smack the shit out of him for sure. But I don't know. You're starting to clip in and out. I noticed.
What is
You are. No, you're good now. Okay.
okay. Okay. We're here.
It's just like let me dance a little. Maybe that'll help.
That's what does it, man.
When do you
Yeah.
like
No.
remember the old Zoom meetings back in the day, like when the first time you were doing it, and like the person that you always had like an older coworker who just didn't know how to use the camera, so they would just like get up, close the laptop to open it back up, and then just start like fucking just like moving around, thinking like that's gonna help.
Yeah. Hold on. Am I good now?
Yeah, it's like no, no, Bill, you're still not good.
No, Bill. It's not good. It's your
No,
internet.
yeah, you have to restart your computer. Why? Because it's
Hold on.
broken.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Eunice, get off the phone.
Sorry, she's on the dial up again.
It's on the dial-up connection. Like, Bill, you have dial-up?
You dial up?
Yeah.
It's 2020. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and yeah, well, all right. Well, live your life, I guess.
Okay, man.
Let's
You're
be.
not gonna
I don't
pay
mean to.
for a decent.
Yeah, I don't want to bury. I don't want to bury this man, but I have to tell you, Bill did have stock in the AOL Time Warner merger, and if you, I don't know if you know a lot about that, but it did not
Yeah.
go well for Bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bill's
Hold on.
65 and still work. It's still working.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me call MCI. See if they can get that upgraded.
We call AT&T,
Yeah.
the telephone company.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
yeah. So, all right. So you sent me a funny article because we were talking about it before, and
Yeah.
because I read it, I think just as much as a normal person, but like my biggest qualm with it is it's just been so painfully dreadful. Like
Mm-hmm.
just everything that I've read has just been so sad and doldrum, and I'm like, I need more uplifting stories. And then you
We
send
need
me this.
happiness.
Okay, so what is the name of what's the name of the forum?
So this is on Reddit. There's a post I found, and it
Well,
is
what's it? Yeah.
r/confessions.
Okay, so it's in the subreddit confessions.
Yeah, the subreddit r/confessions, and the title of the post is, and this comes from you/femme clown lover. And the title of the post is, I'm so desperate to have sex with a female clown, I can't take it. So I'm gonna read this to you guys, okay?
Don't, yeah, just do the highlights. I don't think you want to read because it's kind of a long post.
It's not too bad. It says,
Okay, all right. If you think you need to get it done, but go ahead.
this is a podcast. This is long form content. More than anything, I just want a beautiful woman with a clown costume, makeup, and a big red nose to have sweaty, passionate sex with. I want her to lay on my bed, take off her big shoes, and let me suck and lick her toes while jerking myself off while she blows up condoms and makes them into balloon animals.
Okay, now before we continue, can we just assume what this man looks like? Is he I think he's got the Grinch's body type. Am I
Okay,
am I right
that's
there?
what you're thinking?
I'm thinking, yeah, pot belly, skinny legs.
I don't know. I'm thinking that this guy is probably, I want to say early 30s, very regular looking, like kind of skinny white dude.
Okay, so you just described me.
I mean, get
And
it how you live. Anyway,
I got to be honest, and before and we can continue, I do have a odd thing for juggalettes.
okay. See,
Now,
you see where I'm going with this?
Okay, but they don't wear the big shoes. They're
Yeah.
just, I don't know. They just go to fucking festivals and take E. I guess. Like, I
It's
think it's
just
what they-
titties and Fago, man. Anyway, let me keep
that's-
reading.
But who doesn't like that?
Yeah, true. Let me keep reading though.
Just titties. Is that a name
Then
of one of their albums? I feel like it should be.
Titties and Fago. Yeah,
Fago.
Anyway,
That'd be the
hold
name of
on.
my first
Let me
album,
finish reading it.
Okay.
Then I want her to take off her clown pants and clown underwear and start pulling several feet of colored scarves out of her pussy. Once the scarves are out, I want to then fuck her as she honks her big red nose in time with my thrusts. I want her to do the clown laugh and spray me with a squirt gun flower as I come. I don't know why I have this fantasy, but I do, and it's killing me. I want clown pussy so bad it hurts.
Okay, so just the dynamic. Okay, first of all, the phrase "enter her," I don't like that.
Enter her.
Like, you're telling me that this is a skinny 30-something? No, this is a 45-year-old scared, desperate man. May still live at home. Has chicken grease on his chest currently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the kind of guy. This is the kind of guy that lays in bed and sets the bucket of KFC in between his boobs, and he just pushes the like this.
Nah, I'm thinking this is like skinny.
No, this is that guy. No, you're wrong.
Software developer type guy.
No, you're fucking wrong.
Works
no,
at Google.
This is a 45-year-old man who lives at home, games during the day, thinks he's gonna make it into something, and at night he delivers for FedEx or something. I don't
think
know.
So. I think this is a guy that was heavily affected by internet porn when he was like 11 years old.
Okay.
Stumbled into a rabbit hole, a very slippery slope of like.
Yeah.
It started out as women doing
a squirt gun's worth of slippery slope.
Yeah, it started out as women doing like erotic makeup tutorials, and it's just stumbled into like full on clown.
Have you ever partaken in clown adultery?
No,
adultery.
I have not.
Adultery.
I have not.
Erotica. I was gonna say. I like how I'm just going to be like, you cheat on your wife with a clown?
Like, no.
No, I wouldn't, unless she was the clown.
But anyway, there's an update though to this story.
Good. Oh, goody.
Okay. And the title is "I Fulfilled My Dream. I had sex with a woman in a clown costume, and it was everything I wanted and more."
Oh, streamers of confetti.
This one says, "I met a woman after my post went viral. She messaged me. We got to talking and hit it off. She's kind of got a clown thing too. As it turns out, she was only a 3-hour drive from me. And after sharing pictures, we decided to meet in a neutral location between us. I booked a hotel room and we met Sunday evening. After I've been waiting in the room for like an hour, I thought I might have been ghosted or catfished again. As my heart started to sink, there was a knock at the door. I opened it, and there she was, the beautiful, sexy clown woman of my dreams. Her outfit, her makeup, her big red nose are perfect. Also, So perfect it ached. Ugh.
Oh.
She came in and started making balloon animals as we made small talk, and she put them all over the bed. Then we made love.
Oh.
The
When I
hottest and most passionate sex I could have ever imagined. And she had plenty of clown antics to surprise me, including hitting me in the face with a small pie as a surprise when I came the first time and honking her nose. After it
the
keeps going,
pie thing, it makes me laugh every time. I can't get. I read this thing twice. The
uh-huh.
pie thing makes me laugh every time.
It's hilarious. He just, I'm gonna come, bow. Anyway, it keeps going though. After hours of lovemaking, we sat there holding each other and kissing while I occasionally honked her nose and tried to hold back my tears of pure bliss. I couldn't. I was so happy to have this connection I've been denying myself because it's weird and what I've desired for so long, holding her in my arms as my legs still quivered from my orgasms. I cried as she held me because I was so happy. She began to cry too, and we are definitely going to be together now and are both so happy with each other. I feel like a hole in my soul has been healed and that my life is finally on its way up. Thank you for the love and support, everyone. So many of you have been so kind. It means the world to me. Thank you again. You know, that's tender.
Tender, but I mean, fucking. Like,
Like this man was this close to the rope.
oh God, he was like, he had it around his neck, and he's just like, oh God, wish a clown would come fuck me right now.
There's some clown pussy out there. I know it.
I know it.
I know it.
Or he had like one of his friends had to call him, and he's just like, dude, put it on Reddit. Everybody goes on Reddit. I know.
Trust me, bro.
I knew how upset you were when Craigslist went down. All right, but there's this great website. I use it all the time to talk about racism. It's called Reddit.
Yeah. Listen, man. Reddit. There's
literally everything. There's great testimonials. There's phenomenal workshops about food and drink. There's porn. So much porn.
A lot more porn than you would expect.
It's surprising.
A surprising amount of porn. You just gotta look for it.
I didn't know what NSFW meant until I was, in the office. And
so actually, funny little ditty here. I follow a subreddit r/steak, and
I don't know that one.
Anyway, they mark a lot of the posts not safe for work. It's just pictures of steaks. Like, yeah, it's NSFW, but they mark, but it's all just pictures of steaks. So you open up the Reddit app, you scroll through, and it's like, oh, it's like the blurry like NSFW, and then you click on it, and it'll just be a picture of just a medium rare steak.
You think maybe you have a problem, like the fact that that's one of your things? Like, do you think, and like, you think? I think you have a problem. I mean, now the fucking clown guys seem a little normal. You're just like, I got to be honest, man. I was jerking off to a porterhouse the other night, and I'm not really sure.
Oh, this ribeye doesn't know what it's doing to me.
Yeah. Like, I saw a quarter chopped New York strip steak, and I'm thinking about leaving my wife for it.
So
I think you have a problem. Like I think we need to talk about this. Do you get sweaty when you look at it?
So
like, do you develop meat sweats without actually consuming the meat?
So my last single dad weekend, I cooked up a ribeye. It was a perfect medium rare.
Did you baste it?
I sliced it up. Yeah, no, just salt, pepper, put it on the open flame, got it to a perfect medium rare, and then I let it rest. And when it was still warm, I sliced it. I took 2 of the slices, put them between my dick, and jerked off.
You said 2 slices of bread.
Just 2 slices of the perfect medium rare ribeye, and operated a penis sandwich and manually manipulated it to completion.
And then a clown came
Highlight of my
and
weekend.
threw it in my face. It's just like, what are you doing in here? And she's like, waka waka, boom.
Just that's how it ends. A pie to the face. Wanka wanka.
I couldn't imagine. I'm gonna tell the next girl I see. I'll be like, hey, just as a goof.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm into clown stuff. Like, what do you mean? You know, the works. Balloon animals made with condoms.
Mm-hmm.
A red nose, the big shoes. Before I come, smash me in the face with the pie. You know,
Face paint, big shoes, rainbow wig. I like it all, baby.
big shows, rainbow wig. Don't be chintzy.
Don't be chintzy.
Yeah, make sure it's a big pie. I don't like little pies. Make a big in my face.
A nice big coconut cream pie, right in the face. Mm-hmm.
Enter you. Oh,
Then it's just a pie in the face as he comes.
it's just it's so funny. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's
He just,
so fun.
oh, and then she just,
Oh.
yeah.
I would just be so distracted, and I'd be like, oh, coconut.
Mhm.
I mean, what we just did was great, but this pie is chef's kiss.
What I love is just the part that they were in complete ecstasy, and after fucking for hours, they just laid in each other's arms and cried. Like, she's just like red nose, rainbow wig, face paint, crying.
Yeah, I'm assuming the makeup has probably ran in some fashion, so
Oh,
you just
sure.
have this like half painted clown.
Yeah.
This dude still has cream pie on his face, and they're holding each other.
They're just all messy in their sweat. According to him, they've been fucking for hours at this point, so they're just sweaty.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that these are not the most physically fit athletes I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I don't think I'm going too far as to say that I don't think these people are. Oh man, after all that sex, I should probably go hit the gym after that tomorrow. Like, no, this is the kind of guy that's just like, you want me to order an 8-piece or should I get 12? It's
always eat skins first.
I do is that I take the leg and I suck the skin off the bone.
I mean, the chicken skin's the best part. It's like nature's salty candy. Oh man,
I hate everything about this scenario now. Oh, I'm really thinking about it. It's making me hate this guy.
Why we make him sound like a big gruff Texas man?
Because I think he is. What's like a big? I mean, what kind of person? I feel like this is like a Midwestern Southern sensibility. Like that type of person is thinking about this. Like us, like Northeastern people are too busy. We move too much. Like we're not sitting in our rooms just being like, I wish I had a clown to come fuck me. Like, it's not really high on our to-do list. we have other shit to do.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you have this guy who's just got done his shift at Midas, and he's like really down. You know, he's beaten whatever game he's playing for the third time. He's just like, I'm just bored. I want a clown to peg me or something. Like, just boredom is officially taken over. Like, it's psychotic. It's psychotic.
I want to get pegged by a clown.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's crazy. So I was also thinking,
toy dildo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What if too, just to add ambiance, they play like the carnival soundtrack in the background, like just.
I don't think I could come to that.
I think I'd be laughing too much.
What is this?
It's like, what are you doing?
What are we doing here?
Yeah, I thought we added for ambiance, and then you get the hotel manager calls you. He's just like, there's a lot of complaints coming from that room. It sounds like a honking horn. And there's been loud noises. It sounds like a clown's in there with you. And he's just like, oh yeah, sorry, we'll keep it down.
Excuse me, sir. You didn't pay for the Ringling Brothers package? We're gonna have to charge it to your card.
Is it ironic that the hotel they met at was Circus Circus?
I believe it was a Marriott.
Okay. Let's not give
No,
this
that
guy
was
that
not
much
a Marriott.
credit.
It was a fucking hotel.
It was
Motel
a
6 or some shit.
dude. It was one of those motels off the side of the highway. Like
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was. And
Fucking
he's just like, I almost got catfished again.
yeah, it's a fucking like Super 8 or something.
I think you're also giving him too much credit. It's like one of those like, it's like a Night's Inn or something.
Oh God.
It's a 3-star to 2-star motel.
Yeah.
In a shit town. Like
yeah,
it's
a Night's Inn.
It is what it is. Like we know what it is. It isn't a shit town.
Yeah, this is drugs are done in these places. These establishments.
I stayed at a
Hookers
hotel. I stayed at a hotel like that one time before. I was working at I think I told you. I might have told you this story. I was working at a winery for a summer, and I was doing like events. So I would travel throughout New York, and I'd go and do events. And I was just outside of Buffalo one weekend, and my boss was like such a cheapskate that he just like got me the shittiest hotel room he could, and it was like really close to the New York side of Niagara Falls, and it was just a shithole. Like, and they literally had every room available, but the only room that they put me in was at the very end, and the car that was next to me that was like in this hotel was this dusty ass pickup truck with a bunch of tools and shit in the back. And I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking die if I stay here. Like, the room is creepy, it stinks, the TV doesn't work. I'm like, no. I was like, the juju is not good here.
Yeah.
I have to
how do you jerk off there?
I'm worried about getting murdered. Like, I'm not worried about that.
Bro, your priorities are off.
No, I had one priority, which is get out of there alive.
Okay,
so
your boss for this job that you're definitely not keeping is paying for this hotel, right?
And it had to have been, if this hotel room cost $50, it was too much.
Okay.
We'll put it that way.
Every hotel in America has a video on demand erotica channel, correct?
Okay, what
what I'm saying is rack up a bunch of porn on your cheapskate boss's tab.
No. There's not like a credit card on file. He like paid for the room, and he was just like, additional expenses are on you.
Okay.
And I was like, great. So I was like, I'm not staying in this hotel. So I call my manager and I go, hey, I'm not staying in this hotel that you guys booked me. I'm gonna book another one. It's going to be better, and you can just pay me the difference. She's like, oh, well, I need to discuss that with the owner. I said, you can? I said, I'm not staying here because this is the last place I'm ever going to stay. Like, I'm just not staying here. I got off the phone with her. I found a better hotel, like closer to like the University of Buffalo. So I was like, hot tourist area, less murdery. I feel better. It had a pool and a conference room. I was like, okay, this is better.
Okay.
So there, it was like $70 more, but I was like, fuck it, like I'm just gonna pay for this thing. So I got like an email like the next day, and the guy was like, so I didn't like tell you that you could do that. He goes, so I'll just give you the difference, but I'm not gonna pay for the room. And I go, okay. So I said, so you're just gonna give me $70 towards a trip that I paid like $180 for? And he was just like, yeah, basically. And I was just like, all right, well, when I come back, I'm not working there anymore. Yeah. I mean, like, I was like, I said, if you treat people, I mean, it's simple. You treat people like shit, you're going to get treated like shit. And
right. And here's the thing is, it's not like you booked a 5-star hotel.
No, I booked a fucking 3-star hotel, which I actually believe was a Marriott. Ironic. I think it was.
But it was regular ass.
It was one of those old school Marriotts. It was just like a giant one, but it was just, there was literally nothing to it. It was just a brick, like a brick building, basically.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't like a mezzanine or anything. Like, it was just a normal hotel conference where it's just like, I'm in town for business, doing business stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm
business.
Yeah. Hey, come meet me at the Marriott bar. They have Maker's Mark, I think. they don't have anything better than this.
Is what they have.
Yeah.
Maybe Patron.
I don't know. Yeah.
Haha, meet me at the bar. I'll be sipping a Michelob Ultra.
I'll be drinking a Michelob Ultra because I have a problem. Yeah, like, I always see like the disgruntled businessman when he's drinking a very light beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, he doesn't want that. He wants something much harder. But
these are road sodas.
Yeah, but his boss has already said, hey, John, I mean, your numbers are dipping pretty hard, and I got to be honest, I think it's has a lot to do with the drinking. So maybe lay off the scotch.
Yeah.
Maybe supplement. Try a Michelob Ultra. See how you feel.
I feel like the Michelob Ultra is the move when you're like on the LIRR going home on a Friday.
Ooh,
you still gotta drive home from the train station, but you just want to get a solid buzz, huh?
Like I call it the LIRR. I just call it the LI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a couple of LIs. I mean,
the LIRR. I just call it I think everyone just actually calls it the Long Island Railroad. I think it's what they actually just say.
I think if you're on Long Island, they call it the LIRR. They live in New York.
It's a stupid abbreviation. Let's just be honest.
It's Long Island Railroad. It's LIRR, right? Anyway, okay. I feel like the dad going home from the city to out to Long Island when he's on the train, Michelob Ultra.
Oh yeah.
Give me 4 of these in a paper bag. I'm gonna slam these on the train. I got an hour ride home, but I still got to be like good enough to buzz drive back to my house in Hicksville or wherever the fuck I live.
It's a good name drop as well. I think you just described the Hicksville dad.
Your typical Hicksville dad. Yeah.
I think I used to date a girl that had a Hicksville dad.
Of course.
He was the kind of guy, like, he was cool. I liked him more than I liked her. Just put it that way. Like, it was.
Yeah, it's like that sometimes, man.
I was like, I'm gonna stick around for him.
He's cool.
He's cool. It was funny because after we broke up, the first thing he said, and she said this verbatim, he goes, my father, the first thing he said to me was, why did you let him go? Which I thought was really funny. And I was like, did you explain to him that you were a little overbearing? And she goes, I did. And I was like, okay, well, at least thanks for growing up. Like,
at least we're honest.
Yeah, there was it's always nice to see like the girls you dated in high school or in college, and then like the women they have became.
Yeah.
And it's just like some of them have been like the same.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, shit, there's been nothing here. Like, there's been no growth whatsoever.
Yeah. You were the same person you were 10 years ago.
You're still taking pictures of White Claws in a circle. Like, I don't think we should do this anymore.
Well, congrats. You're drinking a hard seltzer.
Yeah. I went, I had a show. I had a show last Saturday. There was two younger comics on the show. Young, like in age. They were like, I think he was a kid. I think he was like 23.
Okay.
He was just like complaining about how hungover he was.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, dude, I'm so hungover. I'm not sure. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this set. And I'm like, okay. I was like, well, I mean, if you just got to do it. I mean, there's really no choice. I mean, you're here now. And he's like,
be honest with you, man. Oh no, go ahead.
I was just saying, that's basically that's it. I was like, hey man, like, I'll be honest with you. Don't talk about it on stage. Nobody wants to hear about that shit.
Yeah.
Don't be like,
I'm 20 years. I'm 23 and I got a hangover. Like, I'll be honest, man. Hangovers are downhill from here, dude.
Yeah, I hate them now. Like,
yeah,
there's nights where I haven't drank so hard recently that I'm like, oh god, just like throw me in a dumpster. I'm just, but I had one like 2-3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was just me and my buddy, and we just were out too late, and then just like periodically would just drink at every place we went to, and I was like, I gotta go home. Like, it's just
yeah.
Yeah, it's like we'll report back to you once I arrive home.
Yeah.
And I texted him and I said, I was like, I will have a hangover tomorrow morning. That's all I said.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up and I was just like, I hate everything. I hate life. Like I hate everything I did to myself. And it's all this is stupid that we're talking about this. It's simple shit. Just drink a fucking water in between.
Exactly.
And there you go.
Now, one thing I've
I
realized.
solved it. I'm a scientist.
Oh, look at you, man. Now, one thing I've realized is, first of all, hangovers get a hell of a lot worse. Like as you get old, and we're not even that old. We're in our early 30s. We're not that old, but
we are heroes.
Yes, we are. But I remember
we are the generation of heroes. Don't you know that?
We're heroes. We're heroes. I remember the last really bad hangover I had was like Halloween. I was 30, and
was I in your presence?
I don't know if
was it last. Was it last year?
It wasn't last year. It was the year before. So you were there. You were there.
I was there. Yep.
I drank quite a bit.
Yeah, I was there. You were fucking shit faced.
Oh man, shit house. It was great. The next morning was fucking terrible. Okay.
Yeah.
Throwing up, laying on the couch, sleeping, wake up, throw up again. Then I got diarrhea. It just, you gotta get the poison out every now and then.
Montezuma's
and I was
revenge.
like this all day.
Yeah.
All day. And I was like, that's hangovers now. Okay. Even now, if I stay up too late and like eat bad, I feel as hungover as I did when I was 23.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy when like people. I mean, again, we're getting a lot of get off my lawn, thought processes right here. But I think the moral of the story is shut up.
Yeah, dude. Remember when I was I remember when I was in college, right? If I had a hungover, here's how bad it was.
You just
I wake up in the morning.
You
my
head
hangover.
Hurts. You said a hungover. That's funny.
Yeah, if I had a hungover, if I had a hangover when I was in college, here's how I'd feel. I'd wake up the next morning. Oh, my head hurts. Let's lay in bed and watch SpongeBob. And then I'm going to get up and clean my fucking room. That's how hangovers were when I was in my early 20s. Now,
they're day changing. They change
They're day changing.
Changes the day.
Yeah, change your day, dude.
It's a life altering thing.
Yeah, it was just like I'm gonna eat some greasy food and jerk off, and I feel 100% again. Now,
no, it's just like I literally have to evacuate parts of my body to make sure I can function today.
I might die. All right.
Actually, it's on the table. Let's be honest.
Death sounds like a good option right now, bro. That's how hangovers are now.
Yeah, it's certainly on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we're missing. Baseball's back too today. What a great sports day. You take the two most boring sports and slam them together, golf and baseball.
Yeah, man. I mean, Lakers are out of playoff contention.
Oh, I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. It's so...
Whole team fell apart. LeBron's hurt.
Davis is hurt. Carmelo was hurt. Russell Westbrook is fucking not good at basketball. I wish people would just realize that. Nobody does. It's not that he's not good. It's just that he's not the guy that you need to be the other guy.
No, he's not going to carry a team.
No, he's not. He's not allowed to because he has so many flaws. Like the fact that when they showed the poster of the 21-22 Lakers, my first thing was like, that's an AARP poster. Like that is an old. Like, there's a bunch of old guys and Anthony Davis. Like that's And Anthony Davis is starting to approach his late 20s.
Is he 30?
He is. Yeah. I think he's 28 or let's just
add it to the Google.
Like we have the ability to look this up. Let's just do it. Anthony Davis, I believe, is 28. 29. Just turned 29. Okay. On the 11th.
So
March 11th.
You're approaching your prime as far as NBA goes.
Oh, he is, and this is it.
I think isn't 30 considered your prime in NBA?
I suppose, but also if you're talking about like when you've been playing your best, and he's been playing his best ball over the last like 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, at the end of the day, the guy is the best he is the best player on the team, bar none.
Mm-hmm.
But when you throw a bunch of geriatrics on the end of their career around them, you don't make those guys better.
Yeah.
You just see how slow the game can really be.
Yeah.
As you watch the youth of the Western Conference just be like, oh, these old guys? No, we got them. This is a pickup game for us.
Well, even now, like LeBron's saying that he wants to play with Steph Curry next.
Of course he does, because he's like, he's looking at this team that was his idea, and it was like, oh, this is a stupid idea.
Yeah.
This team isn't set up for failure. It's not set up for success.
Yeah. And
And
then
what
he
do the
also,
great
it's too many egos, too many guys on the back half.
and you know what the greats do? They run to the best team. I agree. Like,
Mhm,
that's what they do.
mhm. And he's also going to play with his son, who,
Bronny,
do you think Bronny's actually good enough to make it to the NBA?
he seems all right. I mean, all the high school highlights I've seen, he seems like a fairly good player.
I mean, but he's not as dominant as like Zion was in high school.
Well, Zion is 6'6", 275 pounds.
I mean, who the fuck is Bronny gonna have to guard? Like,
He's not guarding that dude. Zion is a 6'6" center. I mean, it's just
yeah, exactly. Like that's who you're playing against, bro.
when they created the term power forward,
Mm-hmm.
they were like Zion Williamson. Like, that's
It
the
was
guy.
years before he was born, but
I think that's what he was a prophecy.
yeah,
They knew he was coming.
they prayed over some bisexual lighting, and they said, "This is the prototype. We're waiting for the sun to come."
We're waiting a millennia for him to come.
Yes,
Our great power forward, Zion
Williamson.
Great. I don't think there's anything else in particular. And besides, the Grammys happened too.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
I didn't watch any of it. I flipped it on for a second, and I just wanted to see who was going to win Best Rap Album.
Okay.
And I don't even remember who won.
I think it was Tyler, the Creator.
It was that's a great album.
That was a great album. He deserved it. So, okay.
Just the way music is turned, it just, the Grammys make no sense because of the way music is turned around today.
Yeah.
Nobody's being like, listen to my record. People are like, listen to my single, because I'm going to put 10 out in like the next 2 months.
Right.
Like,
right.
It's just the way it is. We're this streaming world.
And honestly, Drake is the king of that shit.
Yeah.
He'll put out an album with fucking 40 songs on it.
Yeah.
And he will make sure that at any given time he has 10 songs on the charts, because it's all about streaming, baby. It's all about getting the most streams that you can possibly get. There's no more cohesive albums. It is just
it's quantity. I mean, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best albums I've listened to in the last 5, 6, probably like 4 or 5 years have been like 6 tracks. Like, it's like, still, like, I mean, we probably talk about this album way too many times, but like, I will listen to Daytona front and back all the time. It's like it's a 28-minute album. Like,
and Pusha T's been like releasing shit lately too. He's dropping an album soon.
He's going on tour.
Did you hear that? I Know
I just
Nego.
checked some dates. No, I haven't.
The
heard
I Know
yet.
Nego compilation.
Nope.
Well, you know who Nego is, right?
Kinda. I'm actually not that familiar.
So he's the guy that created a Bathing Ape clothing.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, with like the help of Pharrell, he released an album of like a whole bunch of just like popular rappers. Nice. Like there's ASAP Rocky tracks on it. Like there's
what's it called?
Obviously Pharrell. It's called I Know Nego, Nigo.
And I know Nego.
Nego, yeah. And there's actually a really good Tyler the Creator track on there. There's like a Pusha T track on there.
I feel like I've seen the album artwork, but I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, listen to it. There's a Pop Smoke track on there because they are milking that shit.
Jeez, man. Jeez,
let the man die. God,
I was gonna say he did. All right, like,
yeah, like let him be dead. God damn, I mean, they are milking that shit. He's getting
the Biggie treatment.
Yeah, they didn't do this to Biggie. This is the Tupac treatment, bro.
All right, okay.
Yeah, man, they just let the man die. God damn.
Did you see the fucking story about the rapper that got shot dead and then they propped his body up in the club?
No.
You haven't seen this shit?
No.
I knew I had something else. I was like, there's something else that I thought I sent it to you. Oh God. I gotta find the story. You gotta buffer me.
Yeah.
It's
so you're saying some rapper died, and they propped his body up
Yeah.
in the club. Was this like
Uh,
Puerto Rican funeral style?
no, this is
Where
a
like
this is
his
a
body's like sitting on the couch and like he has a lit blunt in his fingers, like, but he's dead.
yeah. There's video of it. It's like on the TMZ and the Daily Mail. Rapper, I think it's is it Gnu? I think I say it. Gunu. It's Goonew.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with him, but I think he's a DC based rapper. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Rapper Gnu was quite
How do you
literally
spell
front
G?
Goonew. I think it's Gnu, I think, or Gunu. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too familiar with who he is. But like the they literally propped up his body inside the nightclub so they can party with him one last time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. The 24-year-old's funeral, which they named the final show. The irony of the name of that is it's hilarious.
God. Now I gotta find this shit. I'm going to Twitter.
Now the club's on like a fucking apology tour, just being like, we didn't realize that they were gonna bring a dead body in there. Like, oh,
Holy shit.
I hope
So
you
they
guys
just
see that.
have his body like on stage with like wings.
Yeah, prop me up in a
What the
comedy club.
fuck?
Just let me hang out there. That's really funny.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
I can't
What the
believe you
oh
haven't.
my god, and they put a fucking crown on him. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do this to me, man.
Well, too late. I've already ruined your night. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just don't. Why? Like, let the man die. They got his eyes open too. Come on now. Just let the man fucking die.
Well, I think it's a good thing to end on. It seems like the marriage
Yeah, like
seems like
come
the
on,
perfect
man.
bow. You know, you got your bisexual lighting and your two mattresses.
This is where we end on. Here's a tweet that like sums it up. It says, I've heard of funerals taking place in regular settings, even watched a few videos of said services, but never in the history of niggerdom would I think I'd ever see somebody's funeral at a club. Is this a regular club or a titty bar? What the fuck, man? Ah.
Yeah. Well, this has been the Wine Boys podcast this week.
Okay, for the people out there in internet land, if anybody does this to me, I'm coming back and haunting them. Okay? Put me in a fucking casket, close it, say some nice words, and just that's it.
And just let me go.
I don't need the cool funeral. I used to want the cool funeral when I was like 12, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe have me lowered from the ceiling with Daft Punk playing. No, I don't need that shit, man. Close the casket, say some nice words, and that's it, man.
There we go.
That's it. Maybe. And that's it. Just close the casket. I don't need you to see me like laying up there. I don't need that shit. Just close the casket, say some nice words,
Just
go home. That's
open and shut case.
Yeah. He had 10 fingers and 10 toes.
That's it.
That's all I need. That's all I need. Okay?
Yeah.
He had all of his teeth. That's all I need. Okay?
Beautiful. A beautiful service.
Yeah, on that note, I think I'm ready to go. I think
I'm ready to go too. I was gonna say, I love
go.
deeply. Honestly, I love deeply upsetting you before we end. That's what I. That's what I try to do. Honestly, I want to get to a point of making you upset, and I think I've done it. So,
I think
all right,
you
boys.
did.
I think we'll talk to you next week. Stay well and find the right friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
What the fuck was that, man? All right. I love you. Please call me back.